Hey Restoration, it's Pastor Eric with some exciting information about our year-end giving opportunity for 2025. This year we've heard from our mayor that providing warm beds for our city is at the top of his priority. We also heard from District 2 superintendents that food insecurity is the issue that they're facing here in District 2, the district where Restoration is located. And so our year-end giving focus for 2025 is keeping warm and well-fed. We read in Ecclesiastes 4:11, if two lie down together, they can stay warm. But how can one stay warm alone? James says, if you simply say, keep warm and well-fed, but do nothing to help with physical needs, what good is it? Staying warm and well-fed is an issue that requires all of us partnering together. And so a third of our year in giving will go to a here, a near, and a far focus when it comes to keeping warm and well-fed. Here, we want to continue to be here in this neighborhood of Stratton Meadows to provide spiritual warmth and spiritual food to this part of the city that God has placed us in. We want to seek its flourishing, seek its good. And so a third of our year in giving will go to help us build up our budget reserves, tackle some deficit possibilities in this year's budget, and to move into 2026 in the strongest financial place we could be as a new church plant. Because in 2026, at our January all-church meeting, we're going to begin talking about a capital campaign to actually purchase this building so we can stay here in this neighborhood for the long haul, to put down roots and to be here where God has planted us. So in order to do that, which by the way is crazy as a new church plant, only a year old, to be talking about this, but we believe God is opening doors and making it possible and are excited to share more about that with you. But in order to step into 2026, again, in the best financial place we can, a third of our year in giving will go to our budget to build reserves and to get us ready for a new year. We want to provide spiritual warmth and spiritual food for Stratton Meadows. But we also want to provide physical warmth and physical food. We want to do good, not just to say, be warm and well-fed. And so what we realized is that our partner, Family Life Services, this is exactly what they do day in and day out. They welcome single moms and families out of homelessness. And 3 years after their program is complete, 92% of families remain out of homelessness in a home. Families build strong futures at Family Life Service. And so we want to support that work. Right now, they are engaged in a capital campaign to raise $9 million to more than double their capacity to welcome families and single moms in, to care for them, to provide warmth, emotional, spiritual, relational warmth, but also an actual house to sleep in, physical warmth. And so a third of our year in giving will go to their capital campaign to support the work they're doing there, to more than double the capacity to get single moms and families off the street. Finally, physical food. We want to feed our neighbors and those of us in our church community that don't have access to food. And so a third of our year in gift will go to partnering with local farmers and food banks to get as much bang for our buck in terms of food purchasing, and then partner with a community partner at Stratton Meadows Elementary and other local churches here in the neighborhood who are already running food pantries to make sure that we are feeding our neighbors and those of us at Restoration who need help. So that is the near focus. Family Life Services in Stratton Meadows, warm beds, and real food. And finally, far. This coming weekend, we are welcoming back Joy to the World Thailand and their arm of that ministry, Five Tribes Fair Trade, a market with artisans from Thailand where the goods and the services and all the resources from those go back to funding ministry at Brianna's House of Joy in Thailand to get young girls off the street, out of vulnerable situations, to rescue them and prevent them from going into the sex trade. And so come this weekend ready to buy some Advent style gifts and themes and festivities for your home. And then 2 more weekends in December during the season of Advent, We'll be selling Christmas gifts and things like that as well. And all the proceeds for Five Tribes Fair Trade goes right back to the ministry to support that work in Thailand. Join us as one church, Restoration, where we are seeking to keep people warm and well fed as we move into this new year, both here, near, and far. You can go online to our website, to our giving page, and there's a new drop-down menu that says Keeping Warm and Well Fed, our year-end giving. Again, this is above and beyond our normal tithes and offering. We need to continue to give our normal tithes and offering to the general fund so we have a robust budget going into this new year. And this year-end focus is for us to give above and beyond our normal giving. We have a goal of raising $30,000 over the next 6 weeks, in addition to our normal giving, so that we can split that into 3 different ways, here, near, and far, to provide spiritual warmth and food and physical warmth and food for our neighbors right here in Stratton Meadows.